Hello and welcome everyone. This is our first unit of business environment, and today we will discuss a fundamental aspect of organizational types, their purposes, responsibilities, and structures that shape the operational framework within various industries. If anyone is there, can you guys see my screen? Can you hear my voice? So please let me know if there is any issue regarding my voice, or if you can't see my slides or any issues. Okay, so understand throughout this unit we will focus on uh, uh, comprehending the varying types of organizations that exist in today's business uh, landscape. We will analyze their core purposes, examining how these purposes guide organizational strategies and decisions. Additionally, we will explore the responsibilities that uh, organizations shoulder, both internally towards their stakeholders and externally towards the broader community and regulatory authorities. Unit aim by the aim of this unit is to develop your understanding of the business environment and the intricate interplay of internal and external factors that influence organizational dynamics. Indicative contents. By the end of this unit, you will gain comprehensive insights into different types of organizations and their distinctive characteristics, then purposes, that drive organizational across diverse sectors, including their core missions and strategic objectives, responsibilities that organization uphold towards stakeholders, society, and regulatory bodies, then the structural frameworks that organizations adopt to streamline operations and achieve their goals efficiently. Any questions so far? Okay, so different types of organizations, their purposes and responsibilities. So as you can see here, different types of organizations like private sector, voluntary sector, corporative, non-organizational or NGOs, multinational corporations or social enterprises. So organizations can be categorized based on their primary purposes and responsibilities. So understanding these differences is essential for comprehending their role in society and how they operate. So the main type of organizations including public sector, private, voluntarily, and corporative, non-government organizations, multinational corporations, and social enterprises. So when also we will talk about their purposes and primary purposes and key responsibilities. So if we talk about public sector, sector organizations are primarily uh, focused on providing public services and goods. These organizations are funded by taxpayers' money and are managed by the government. The primary purpose of public sector organization is to ensure equitable access to essential services such as healthcare, education, and transportations. So they are responsible for maintaining public infrastructures, implementing government policies, and uphold fiscal responsibility and transparency. Public sector organizations play a very important role in ensuring that all citizens receive the necessary services and support. Example of public sector organizations include government agencies and public hospitals. Any questions so far? Next is private sector. So private sector organizations aim to generate profit for their owners to shareholder. These organizations are privately owned and operate in competitive market. The primary purpose of private sector organization is to maximize shareholder value by generating profit, and their responsibilities for ensuring sustainable and ethical practices, innovating and improving products and services, and employing with legal and regulatory requirements. Private sector organizations drive economic growth and innovation by providing goods and services, creating jobs and contributing to the economy. So examples of private sectors organizations include corporations and small businesses. Voluntary sector organization known as uh, yeah, voluntary sector organizations focus on addressing social, environment, or community issues. These organizations rely on donations, grants, and volunteers to operate. And these organizations, the primary purpose of voluntary sectors organization is to provide support and services to their beneficiaries and advocate for social changes, and they are responsible for ensuring transparency and responsibilities, securing funding, and effectively managing resources. Voluntary sectors organizations play a vital role in addressing social issues and providing services that may not be adequately covered by the public and private sectors. Example of voluntary sectors organizations include charities and foundations. Corporative Cooperative are members-owned organizations that aim to meet the collective need of their members. These organizations operate democratically, with each members having equal voting rights, regardless of their capital contributions. The primary purpose of cooperative is to ensure fair distribution of profit among members and promote members' participations and engagement. Cooperatives adhere to cooperative principles and values, which includes democratic control, economic participations, and concerns for the community. They operate in various sections, including retail, agriculture, and finance. Examples of cooperative include the cooperative group of the John Lewis partnerships. Hello, who's there?
It's good morning, sir. It's everywhere.
Hi, Okoli. How are you? Are you okay?
Yes, I'm good. I was working some things with my Zoom. I had to update it, so I came a little late.
Oh, no, that's fine. Absolutely fine. No problem. I just started now. So, you are from where you from?
Nigeria.
Oh, Nigeria. All right. Okay. So this is your first lecture as well.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So it is. I've just started and just explaining different types of organizations, purposes, and responsibilities. Okay. So
Okay.
just if you can little introduce yourself, what you're doing? Are you accountant or you're doing something?
I am just like doing a university. Like I want to do this, then top up with, and then finish my university. Like I'm doing this for to continue further studies and stuff.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so I was just explaining, I'll start with different types of organizations, their purposes and responsibilities. So, trying to, explain different between voluntary, private, voluntary sector, corporative, non-organized government, and multinational corporations and social enterprises. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So can you see my screen? Can you hear my voice? Everything is okay?
Yeah, everything is okay.
Okay, let me know if there is any issue regarding voice or if you can't see my screen or any other issue, okay?
Okay, I will.
Okay, so non-government organizations, uh, I will also try to explain in my own words. So if you want to ask anything, you can ask during my session, okay?
Okay, I will.
So, non-government organizations or NGOs are independent of government control and focus on humanitarian and development goals. These organizations are funded by donations, grants, and sometimes membership fee. So, the primary purpose of NGO is to provide aid and services to target communities and advocate for policy changes. They are responsible for ensuring transparency and accountability, collaborating with other organizations and stakeholders, and raising awareness about various issues such as human rights, environmental protections, and poverty. NGOs play a very important role in supporting vulnerable populations and addressing global changes. So, example of NGOs include Amnesty International and Greenpeace. So, multinational corporations. Uh, have you got any idea about multinational corporation or?
Yeah, I read a little bit of the slides when I first got my Moodle login. So I got a little bit of this stuff about its expanding market reach and all those type of things.
Okay. So basically, multinational operates companies operates in multiple countries and aim to expand their market reach and maximize global profit. These organizations have a large scale operations and significant influence on uh, uh, you know influence on the global economy. The primary purposes of multinational companies is to manage cross-border operations and ensures compliance with international regulations. They are responsible for implementing corporate social responsibility initiatives, fostering innovation and competitive advantage, and navigating complex regulatory environments. Multinational companies drive economic growth and technological advancement by operating in a global scale. So, examples like Unilever and GlaxoSmith, you might heard about it.
Yeah, I know Unilever.
Yeah, yeah. So quite famous, I think so. Is one of the largest multinational company around the globe. So, social enterprises combine elements of both profit and non-profit models to address social issues through entrepreneur approaches. These organizations reinvest their profit into their social missions and aim to balance social and financial goals. The primary purpose of social enterprises is to ensure sustainability and measures their social impact. They are responsible for engaging with stakeholders and communities, innovating solutions to social problems, and creating positive social changes. Social enterprises focus on addressing specific social or environmental issue through innovative business solutions. So, example of social enterprises include the Big Issue and Divine Chocolate. Explanation: public, private. So public sector, this definition is according to Flynn 2012. You know that this is definition by end of the paragraph. If you see that, the writer name and year. So this is
Yeah.
definition by Flynn. This is Braley. This is Solomon. So public sector basically organizations are important for the functioning of society as they provide essential services that benefit the profit. These organizations are government owned and funded by taxpayers' money, allowing them to offer services such as healthcare, education, and transportation at no or low cost to the public. So the primary objective of public sector organization is to serve the public interest rather than generate profit. Their responsibility include ensuring equitable access to essential services, maintaining infrastructure, implementing government policies, and upholding, fiscal responsibility and transparency. So if you look at his definition, that is saying same like hospitals primary aim to provide services that benefit the public. Responsibilities include ensuring equitable access to essential services, maintaining infrastructures, implementing policies, and upholding fiscal responsibility and transparency. So public sector organizations are essential for maintaining public infrastructure and ensuring that all citizens have access to necessary basic necessities or necessary services. Private
Yeah.
sector, sorry,
I was agreeing with you. I was reading with you, so I was agreeing.
yeah. Private sector organizations are characterized by private ownership and a profit driven motive. These organizations operate in competitive market and range from small businesses to large corporations. The primary goal of private sector organization is to generate profit for their owners and shareholders. They are responsible for ensuring sustainable and ethical practices, innovating and improving products and services, and complying with legal and regulatory standards. So private sector organizations drive economic growth and innovation by providing goods and services, creating employment opportunities, and contributing to the uh, economy. Voluntary sector, also known as third, sector, consists of non-profit organization that focus on addressing social, environmental, or community issues. These organizations rely on donations, grants, and volunteers to carry out their activities. The primary aim of voluntary sector organization is to provide support and services to their beneficiaries and advocate for social changes. They are responsible for ensuring transparency and accountability, securing funding, and effectively managing resources. Voluntary service sector organizations also play a very important role in addressing social issues and providing services that may not be adequately covered by the public and private sector. So, corporative. Yeah, corporatives are unique organizations that own and controlled by their members. These organizations operate on democratic principles, with each member having equal voting rights regardless of the amount of capital they contribute. So the primary purpose of cooperative is to ensure their distribution of profit among members and promote member participations and engagement. Non-government organizations are independent of government control and focus on humanitarian and development goals. These organizations are funded by donations. The primary purpose of NGOs is to provide aid and services to target communities and advocate for policy changes. So, multinational corporations aim to expand their market reach and maximize global profit. Their responsibility include managing cross-borders operation, ensuring compliance with international regulations, implementing corporate social responsibility initiatives, and fostering innovation and competitive advantages, according to Hill in 2014. So basically, multinational companies drive economy growth and technological advancement by operating on a global scale. Social enterprises uh, combine elements of both profit and non-profit models to address social issues through entrepreneur approaches. So, according to Dees 2001, social enterprises address social issues using entrepreneurial approaches. They reinvest profit into their social mission, balance social and financial goals, ensure sustainability and impact measurements, and engage with stakeholders and communities. Here are some references for learning outcome ones, that books and
Yeah. So
yeah.
I didn't get any of these books in my Moodle. Am I supposed to just
Yeah,
buy
no,
them?
this is basically reference if you can get online or the material is on your Moodle is enough to study learning outcome one. So you can.
Okay.
They don't provide every single book. They provide a certain books, materials, and might be some websites and
Yeah,
this.
I got some websites on my
Yes,
Moodle.
chat. So you can visit when you write even when you write your assignment, you can get book from everywhere regarding organizations or try to if you want to explain more about organizations or purposes. So you can visit different websites, books from
Yeah,
anywhere.
I was just curious because when I was doing the law course, I think I got a lot more books than I got in this business course. So I was a little worried. But
No,
I got a lot of sites. So I think
yeah,
that
you
helped
that
too.
side you can get some online books as well. You have some books on your Moodle as well. Might be two, three
Yeah.
books there available, so you can read them about. So basically, there is a difference between law and business environment. Here, you're writing, you're reading about, that this is a basically certain learning outcomes. Okay,
Yeah.
if you're talking about law in term of law, you read more about case laws and different
Yes. Yeah.
sections, and you go outside your box. So here you can read about business studies. In term of business environment, you need to read about different type of organizations and their work purposes and responsibilities. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can read books on your Moodle, or if you get any book from your, any other library.
Yeah, and I can also like check here for the books I can download because they have some
Yes,
references here.
yeah, that's right. You can download some books, and uh, if there are books like, let's say, two, three, four books on your Moodle, I believe uh, that's enough for your, business environment unit for your reading. Okay. So next one is explain the different types of organization. So different types of organizations, again, public sector, but here is previously we discussed, previously, we discussed purposes, responsibilities, and type of organizations. Okay. Hello. So explain the different types of organizations, characteristics, and examples. So the different type of organizations, again, public sector, private sector, voluntary sector, corporate, cooperative, non-government, multinational corporations, and social enterprise. Public sectors organizations are government owned by funded by a taxpayer. Primary objective is to provide public services which are essential for the welfare of the community. Public sector organizations play an important role in insurance, equitable access to healthcare, education, transportation, and other essential services. They are responsible for maintaining public infrastructures by ensuring that all citizens receive these services they need. Example of public sector organizations include the National Health Services and the British Broadcasting Corporations, commonly known as BBC. Uh, Private sector. Private sector or organizations are owned by private individuals or groups of investors. These organizations are profit driven and operate in competitive market. The primary goal of private sector organization is to generate profit for their owners and shareholders. They play a vital role in economic growth and innovation by providing goods and services. Uh, Example of private organizations include Tesco and BP, British Petroleum. Further explanations about public sector organizations are owned by private just public sectors. These organizations are owned and funded by taxpayer money. The primary objective to provide public services such as healthcare, education, uh, uh, transport. Uh, Sorry, it's the same NHS and BBC. So here, uh, Tesco and voluntary sector. Sorry, so voluntary sectors, also known as third sector companies, non-profit organizations that focus on social causes. These organizations rely on donation, grants, and voluntary volunteers to operate. So their primary aim to address social issues and provide services that may not be adequately covered by the public and private sectors. Voluntary sector organizations work towards improving the quality of life for individuals and communities, often focusing on areas such as poverty, education, healthcare, and the environment. Major or main examples of voluntary sector organizations include Oxfam and the National Trust. Cooperatives are unique organizations that are owned and controlled by their members. These organizations operate on a democratic principle. Each members having equal voting rights regardless of the amount of capital they contribute. Non-government organizations are independent of government control and focus on humanitarian and development goals. These organizations are funded by donations, grants, and sometimes membership fees. They often operate in areas where government services are lacking or insufficient, providing critical support to vulnerable populations. NGOs must maintain transparency and accountability to build trust with donors and beneficiaries. Examples of NGOs, donors and beneficiaries. Example of NGOs include Amnesty International, with advocates for human rights, and Greenpeace, which focuses on environmental protections. Multinational companies or multinational corporations, they operate in multiple countries and having large social operations. Uh, these organizations seek to expand their market reach and maximize global profit. Multinational companies have significant influence on the global economy due to their size and scope of operations. They often lead to innovation and competitive practices, driving economic growth and technological advancement. Multinational companies must navigate complex regulatory environments and cultural differences in the countries where they operate. They play an important role in shaping global trade and environmental pattern. Example of multinational companies, uh, again in Unilever, a consumer goods company, and GlaxoSmith, a pharmaceutical company. Then social enterprises combine elements of both profit and non-profit models to address social issues through entrepreneurial approaches. These organizations reinvest their profit into their social missions, aiming to achieve sustainability while creating a positive social impact. Social enterprises focus on addressing specific social or environmental problems such as uh, poverty, unemployment, or environmental degradation. Example of social enterprises include the Big Issue, a magazine sold by homeless individuals to provide them with an income, and Divine Chocolate, a fair trade chocolate company that support cocoa farmers. So here are some references for this section. Now, further down here, we will explain, analyze the purposes and responsibilities of organizations. So organization can be broadly classified based on the purposes and responsibilities. Each type of organization has distinct objectives and roles influencing their operations and contributions to society. The primary types of organizations include uh, public sector, private sector, voluntary sector, corporative, non-NGOs, non-government organizations or NGOs, and multinational companies or corporations and social enterprises. Public sector organizations are established to provide public services and goods. Their primary purpose include implementing government policies and ensuring the welfare and security of citizens. Public sector organizations are responsible for ensuring equitable access to essential services such as healthcare, education, and public safety. They also have an important role in maintaining public infrastructures, upholding fiscal responsibilities and transparency, and delivering effective and efficient public services. By addressing these responsibilities, public sector organizations contribute to the overall well-being and stability of society. Private sector organizations are driven by the goal of generating profit for their owners or shareholders. They focus on innovating and improving products and services to stay competitive in the market. The primary purpose of private sector organization is to maximize shareholders' value. Key responsibilities of these organizations include complying with legal and regulatory requirements, ensuring sustainability and ethical practices, uh, and driving economic growth and employment. Through these efforts, private sector organizations play a significant role in fostering economic development and job creation, contributing to the overall economic health of a country. Voluntary sector, uh, also known as non-profit organizations, aim to address social, environmental, or community issues. Their primary purpose is to provide support and services to beneficiaries, often filling gaps and adequately addressed by the public and private sectors. Key responsibilities of voluntary sector organizations, including insurance, transparency, and accountability, advocating for social changes, securing funding, managing resources effectively, and engaging voluntary and stakeholders. Cooperatives are members-owned organizations that operate based on cooperative principles and values. The purpose of cooperative to meet the needs of their members through joint ownership. They promote democratic participations where each member has an equal vote in decision-making process. Non-government uh, or NGOs again address humanitarian and development goals, advocate for policy changes. NGOs are responsible for ensuring transparency and accountability in their operates, collaborating with other organizations and stakeholders, raising awareness and mobilizing public supports through their work. NGOs address critical issues such as poverty, human rights, and environmental conversations. Multinational companies are large scale organizations that operate in multiple countries that aim to expanding market reach and maximizing goal profits. Uh, Multinational companies significantly impact the global economy by promoting international trade, investment, and technological advancement. Social enterprises combine elements of profit-driven and non-profit models to address social issues through entrepreneurial approaches. Their primary purpose is to invest profit into the social missions. Key responsibilities of social enterprises, including balancing social and financial goals, ensuring sustainability and impact measurements, engaging with stakeholders and communities, and scale social impact through business activities. So, by integrating business strategies with social objectives, social enterprises create innovative solutions to pressing social and environmental challenges, contributing to sustainable development. Further explanation, primary purpose, key purpose. Public organization play important aims to provide public services, implementing government policies, and ensure the welfare and security of citizens. This including healthcare, education, public safety, and infrastructure by Flynn 2012. Key responsibilities. Organizations must ensure equitable access to service, maintain public infrastructures, uphold fiscal responsibility and transparency, and deliver efficient and effective public services. Private sectors, private primary responsibility of private uh, sector organization is to generate profit for their owners of or shareholders. They also focus on innovating and improving products and services, according to Berle et al. 2017. Key responsibilities include maximizing a shareholders' value, complying with legal and regulatory requirements, ensuring sustainability and ethical practices, and driving economic growth and employment. Again, voluntary sector's primary purpose aim to address social, environment, or economic community issues and provide support and services to beneficiaries. According to Salmon 2012, key responsibilities are responsible to ensuring transparency and accountability, advocating for social changes, securing funding, managing resources effectively, and engaging volunteers and stakeholders. Then finally, cooperative. Primary purposes cooperative aim to meet the needs of their members through joint ownership and promote cooperative principles and values according to Birchall 2011. Key responsibilities including they operate democratically, ensure fair distribution of profit, promote members' participations and engagement, and maintain financial stability and sustainability. So, non-government organizations' primary purpose, non-government focus on addressing humanitarian and development goals and advocating the policy changes. Key responsibilities. Uh, their responsibilities include providing aid and services to target communities, ensuring transparency and accountability, collaborating with their organizations and stakeholders, and raising awareness and mobilizing public support. Multinational corporations are large-scale organizations that operate in multiple countries with the goal of expanding market reach and maximizing goal profits. Their primary purposes including driving global economic integration and fostering innovations. Key responsibilities of multiple corporations including managing cross-border operations, ensuring compliance with international regulations, implementations, corporate social responsibility initiatives, and maintaining competitive advantages. Social enterprises, social enterprises address social issues through entrepreneurial approaches and reinvest profit into their social missions, according to D's 21, 2001, and key responsibilities. They balance social and financial goals, ensure sustainability and impact measurement, engage with stakeholders and communities, and scale social impact through business activities. Here's some reference for this section. So for your further reference and reading. So here analyze how organizations fulfill their responsibilities to stakeholders. So in exploring different types of organization, it is essential to understand their stakeholders and how these organizations fulfill their responsibilities. So public sector organizations primarily serve citizens and government and employees. These entities are tasked with ensuring equitable access to services for all citizens. They maintain transparency, accountability in the operation to uphold public trust, providing fair wages and working conditions for employees. It also a critical responsibility. Engagement with the community through public consultations is another uh, significant aspect, ensuring that public needs and concerns are addressed. This engagement fosters a sense of inclusion and responsiveness in public sector operations. Private sector organizations uh, include stakeholders such as shareholders, customers, employees, suppliers, and the community. Private sectors organizations focus on maximizing shareholders' value through profit, which is achieved by offering quality products and services. Ensuring fair wage and working conditions for employees is also important to maintaining a motivational and productive workforce. Building strong relationship with suppliers is essential for operational efficiency and quality control. Additionally, engaging in corporate social responsibility initiatives help private sector organizations contribute positively to the community and enhance their corporate reputation. Voluntary sector organizations serve beneficiaries, donors, volunteers, employees, and the community. These organizations aim to provide effective support and services to their beneficiaries. Maintaining transparency and accountability is vital to building trust with donors and other stakeholders. Recognizing and rewarding volunteer contributions is essential for sustaining volunteer engagement and motivations. Offering fair wages and working conditions are employees, ensuring that these organizations can attract and retain skilled staff. Community engagement is also a key responsibility, ensuring that the organization's activities align with the needs and expectations of the community it serves. Any questions so far, if anyone is there? Okay, cooperative are unique in that they are owned and operated by their members, the primary stakeholders, including members, employees, and the community. Cooperative operate democratically, with members' participations being a fundamental principle. Ensuring fair profit distributions among members is a key responsibility, reflecting the corporative commitment to mutual benefit. Providing fair wage and working conditions for employees is essential for maintaining a dedicated workforce. Community engagement and support are also important, as cooperatives and often have strong ties to their local communities and aim to contribute positively to their development. Non-government organizations, uh, non NGOs serves beneficiaries, donors, volunteers, employees, and the community. So these organizations focus on delivering aid and services effectively to meet their beneficiaries' needs. Maintaining transparency and accountability is essential to build and maintain trust with donors and social other stakeholders. Uh, Recognizing and rewarding volunteers' contributions is important for sustaining volunteer uh, involvement and support. Offering fair wages and working conditions for employees, ensuring that NGOs can attract and retain dedicated staff, Additionally, engaging in advocacy and raising awareness about relevant issues is a key responsibility, helping to bring about social change and support the organization's mission. Multinational corporations have a broad range of stakeholders, including shareholders, customers, employees, suppliers, the community, and government. So these corporations aim to maximize global shareholder value by providing quality and innovative products. Ensuring fair wages and working conditions globally is critical to maintaining a motivated and productive workforce across different regions. Building strong international suppliers relationship is essential for operational efficiency and quality control. Implementing global corporate social responsibility initiative helps multinational corporations contribute positively to various communities and enhance their global reputations. Compliance with international regulations is also key responsibility, ensuring that multinational corporations operate with the legal framework of different countries. Uh, Next is social enterprises are beneficiaries, customer, employees, the community, and innovation investors. These organizations reinvest profit into missions reflecting their commitment to social impact. Uh, they also ensuring fair wages and working condition for employee helps maintain a motivated and productive workforce. Community engagement and support are also important as social enterprise often aim to address specific social issues within their communities. Providing returns on social investment is essential to attract and retain investors who support the organization's social mission. Again, explanations. Public sector organization, stakeholders, citizen, governments, employees. These entities play an important role in ensuring equitable access to essential services such as healthcare, education, and public transportations. How responsibilities are fulfilled. Uh, Ensuring equitable access to services is a fundamental responsibility of public sector organization. This involves providing services that are accessible to all citizens regardless of their social economic status. Transparency and accountability are achieved through open communities, public reporting, and adherence to regulatory standards. Private sectors, stakeholders, customers, employees, suppliers, community. So private sectors organizations are driven by the goal of maximizing stakeholders' value through profit. They operate in a competitive market environment, focusing on delivering quality products and services to customers. So stakeholder is private sector organizations include stakeholder, customers, employees, suppliers, and the community. Responsibilities are fulfilled. Private sector organization maximize shareholders' value through profit, offer quality products and services, insurance, fair wages, working conditions, build strong suppliers relations, and engaging in corporate social responsibility initiative. Voluntary sectors, beneficiaries, donors, stakeholders are beneficiaries, donors, volunteers, employees, community. How responsibilities are for voluntary sector organizations provide effective support and services, maintain transparency and accountability, recognize and reward volunteer contribution, offer fair wages and working conditions, and engage with the community according to Salmon 2012. Corporate Uh, Stakeholders often stakeholders are members, employees, and community. Fulfilled responsibilities, comparatives operate democratically with the members' participations, ensure fair profit distributions, provide fair wage and working conditions, and engage with the and support their community. Virtual 2021. Non-government organizations, beneficiaries, serves beneficiaries, donors, volunteers, employees, and communities. These organizations focus on delivering and services effectively to meet the needs of their beneficiaries, maintaining transparency and accountability is essential for building and maintaining uh, trust with donors and their stakeholders. This involves open communications, financial reporting, and adherence to regulatory standards. Multinational companies have a broad range of stakeholders, including shareholders, customers, employees, suppliers, and the community. Multinational companies maximize global shareholders' value by providing quality and innovative products, ensuring fair wages and working conditions globally is critical to maintaining a motivated and productive workforce across different regions. Building strong international suppliers relationship uh, is essential for operational efficiency and quality control. Implementing global corporate social responsibility initiative helps multinational companies contribute positively to various communities and enhance their global reputations. Social enterprises are organizations that prioritize social impact while operating with the business model. Stakeholders in social enterprises include beneficiaries, customers, employees, the community, and investors. These organizations reinvest profit into social missions, reflecting their commitment to social impact. Reinvesting profit into social mission in a primary responsibility for social enterprises. This involves using profit to support initiative that address social issues and benefit the community. Offering quality products and services as essential for attracting and retaining customers. Social enterprises often differentiate themselves by combining social impact with business excellence. Here are some references for this section. So next is analysis of UK Versity Online's stated purposes. Uh, a bit introduction, I believe, about UK Versity Online's stated purposes. UK Versity Online has, articulated a clear mission and set of objectives aimed to providing high quality online education to diverse student body, facilitating their academic and professional aspiration. The organization mission is undercross, its commitment to accessibility, flexibility, and educational excellence. Objectives include delivering, recognized courses, ensuring education accessibility and flexibility, supporting student success through personalized resources, engaging with industry for relevant courses, content, and promoting lifelong learning and professional development. Assessment of UK Versity Online meeting stated purposes. Firstly, the organization delivers accredited courses recognized by professional bodies and organization, educational institutional, ensuring rigorous academic standards and credibility in the education sector. This accreditation validate the quality of educations offered. Secondly, UK Versity Online ensures accessibility and flexibility by providing 24/7 access to course materials and flexible study schedule. This approach accommodates diverse students' needs, including through balancing work or family commitment. Uh, Personalized support tailored to individual needs also. So lastly, fourthly, UK Versity Online engaging with industry professionals to ensure course content remains relevant and up to date. These collaborations include intro industry partnership, guest lectures, and practical case studies, which enrich the learning experience and enhance graduate employability. Lastly, University promotes lifelong learning through a variety of courses designed for continuous professional development. This initiative supports individuals seeking to advance their careers through ongoing education and skill enhancement. Here some detailed analysis of UK Versity. Uh, Customers' commitment to deliver accredited online courses is evident through its accreditation by reputable awarding bodies, ensuring adherence to high academic standards recognized globally. The accreditation provides ensuring to standards that their education meets industry accepted criteria. Then accessibility and flexibility are prioritized through user-friendly online platform that facilitate anytime, anywhere access to course materials, features such as uh, you know uh, as uh, any yeah accessibility offering course that can be accessed at any time and from any location. So the flexibility is essential for students balancing education with their responsibilities. Student support service at UK Versity Online are robust, covers academic advising, technical assistance, and career guidance. So these services are personalized to meet individual student needs, fostering a supportive learning environment, conductive uh, to academic success. Industry engagement and lifelong learning. Collaboration with industry professionals ensures that course content is relevant, guest lectures, industries to integrate particularly insight and real world applications into curriculum. This engagement includes guest lectures, industry projects, and case studies, enhancing the relevance and applicability of course content to current industry trends. Also, organizational commitment to lifelong learning to exemplified through its diverse course offering, creating to various stages of professional development from foundational courses to advanced specializations. Uh, UK Versity Online support continuous learning and skills enhancing enhancement among its students. Uh, Finally, conclusion, UK Versity Online demonstrate a commendable track record to in fulfill its mission and objectives. The organization's provision of accredited courses emphasizes on accessibility and flexibility, robust student support services, industry engagement initiatives, and promotion of lifelong learning reflect its commitment to educational excellence and student success. Positive feedback from students, high retention rates, and strong industry uh, partnership further validate its effectiveness in meeting its stated purposes. Continuous improvement in technology and curriculum enhancement ensure UK University Online remains at the forefront of online education, poised to meet evolving educational needs effectively. That's it, guys. Here are some references for your further reading. So thank you very much for joining me today. So if there is any question, concerns, or issues, you can drop me an email at yasir@ukversity.co.uk. And I'll see you in our next session tomorrow at 10 o'clock, same time. So see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock, and bye till tomorrow, and have a good weekend. Thank you very much, and everyone, and bye for now.